Hello guys, it's Ilya Red here, and today we are playing on the highway. I'm going to try to explain my actions to you, and I chose specifically this battle from this base. A little spoiler, we're not going to see some 7000 spotting damage, no, it's just a regular battle, it will have quite average result, but we will be at least effective on this map, because most players who play on this map on light tanks really don't get much. Even though it's kinda an open map and light tank is supposed to be effective here, usually they are not, or at least they cannot get stable good results. So first of all, I didn't go to the middle of the map, I didn't go to where our bat chat is there, because it's a very dangerous spot for several reasons. You can be spotted there very easily by some light tank just rushing at you, and there is no safe place to hide, because even if you kinda hide from the first line, you can be hit in the back from guy like TVP there. Instead, I decided to play a bit aggressively, and I spotted medium tanks which were coming in the direction of the town, which happens quite often. Some guys usually stand in the bushes there, sometimes even heavy tanks, so that kind of maneuver is worth trying. So after that, I decided actually to go to the bat chat flank and check if there is anyone, because like bat chat would spot if anyone is there, so I can move even a bit further and see if anyone's there, yeah. And I decided not to go too deep in there because I don't have much of a cover, because we really lack firepower on this flank, and bat chat is even reloading, so I had pretty much only Scorpion G there, which wouldn't be enough if I got spotted, because I simply went too deep into their territory. So now our main weapon, so to say, is the field. Even though it's considered as a death trap by most players, it's actually a very powerful thing. And we can see a Bulldog there, so I'm kinda acting more freely, and we don't know where Spice is. That's kinda a bit weird to me, but I'm kinda already allowing myself to be more aggressive, because I'm kinda not expecting him anywhere already, because if he actually went somewhere, well, we would already know about that, right? So I'm kinda using field and driving here and there, keeping well, sometimes I spot TVP, this time I spot Grille, which is really great, and yeah, I don't do anything outstanding so far, I don't have some extreme damage, but we're certainly covering this flank, and if something happens here, if someone decides to move here to change his location, we will pretty sure be aware of that, yeah. Also, if there were any tank destroyers which were not far from their base, on this flank, or yeah, where I spotted Grille, somewhere there, we would know about them also. So here I'm trying to detrack Grille once again. I waited for him to fix his track, and I decided to try to detrack him again, didn't work. Here I could make a shot at the enemy, but I decided that making one shot and dealing, well, something like 320 damage with my high explosive, if I penetrate, is just not worth risking being spotted, and I will get spotted from SP1C, because, well, a light tank does spot you if you shoot within its view range. It's a light tank after all. And yeah, so it's always a very difficult thing for a light tank player to shoot or not to shoot, and it's very hard to stop yourself from actually shooting, because you have to keep in mind that really one shot with your small alpha is just not worth such a risk. So we keep operating in the middle, and we can already get even more aggressive, because we are kinda aware where, well, their only light tank is. And here we spot TVP again, but there is just no one to fire at TVP. So we just keep rolling around the field, and we can try to get a bit closer and a bit closer, but still keep an eye on the distance. Don't get close to some bushes where some enemy could be undetected before it shoots. So better play safe than rush into the enemy's territory, spot everyone and die. Because for example, if I rushed at that Grille, which you see right now there, okay, say he was standing in the bushes, then I wouldn't have spotted him until he fired really. What if he fired and just rolled back into safety, and I would die for no reason because someone else would be able to shoot me as well. So again, making circles here, that's kinda a good thing. We can do that because their light tanks did really some stupid stuff. They weren't playing effectively enough. They were quite lazy. Not much that we can do right now, but we're still kinda annoying Grille and TVP there. And it turns out that our Batchat, which is coming to their base, can actually shoot at TVP, which was really a surprise for me here. I was thinking that I was spotting TVP for no use, but it turned out to be a fruitful union of that Batchat and me. Well, finally I can get closer to this line, to this path, which is on a long hill, which is also very powerful. And we know that there is Grille, who is probably not ready to meet me here. And there is artillery, and now I decide actually not to keep shooting the artillery, but to play safely. And the reason for that is because artillery is already aiming at me. And remember that even if you spot artillery, and as light tank you often do spot artillery, you don't have to kill it yourself, because the risk was definitely too much right now. I was pretty sure that artillery will hit me if I try to shoot it once again, and I was not going to kill it in one shot definitely. So better safe than sorry again. So the motto is really play safely and don't rush anywhere, and think about consequences of your actions. So if I chose to rush into, say, first line, I would have met someone there and I would have no fire support. If I tried to rush here at the artillery, I would have died as well. So that's pretty much it. That's the whole point of this video, to explain what my actions were and why. We, as I said, don't get some tremendous result or anything. We get some just nice numbers, which is pretty good for this map because, to say again, players usually don't get much here on light tanks, although this map has really good potential. If I ever happen to play on our base and I'll have some effective battle on it, I'll of course show it to you. So that's it, thank you for your attention. If this video was interesting for you, then like it to help me promote it so that more people will see it and recommend it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, well, it's the best time to do it. Check out our videos on my channel. Thank you and goodbye.